Everyone knows that content is king. And whether you're just getting started or you're trying to post social media content at scale, it slows down your workflow when you don't have good captions that stop people long enough to get them to engage with the content versus just giving you a like and keep swiping forward. This is where the infinite captions tool comes in handy because it doesn't have to be you that does all of this. You can assign someone in your team to start writing the social media captions so you can move on and start being productive with your work. So if you're ready to create relevant and relatable captions that people will actually engage with so you can start having a dialogue and transition people through your funnel, you need to check out this new tool. So let's dive in. I'm going to walk you through exactly how to use the infinite captions inside of ClarityScribe. Let's say that you are a coach or a consultant who helps entrepreneurs get unstuck with their business. But let's say your specific post that you need help writing captions on is about overthinking, getting stuck, and focusing on the small details to avoid working so that they can just keep researching all the time, aka procrastinating. And that's what this particular post is about. We click on create captions and ClarityScribe will get to work for us. And in no time flat, it has examples for us to pull from, even with some different emojis baked in. Let's go ahead and pull a couple of these. Are you stuck in an overthinking loop? It's time to shift gears and focus on making progress. Let's overcome analysis paralysis together. And then it even gives us some common hashtags that make sense. And something that's really cool is that based on the context of just what we said, the post is about, then analysis paralysis, we know that that is common language that someone in that space would be dealing with. Let's take a look at the next one. It says, break free from the cycle of overthinking and start taking steps towards your goals. Embrace progress over perfection. And then again, some more hashtags. And we have just a ton of these depending on what you think would work best. This is one down here that I like based on what we put in for the prompt. It says, feeling stuck in the quote unquote research mode. It's time to shift gears and start building your dreams with action. That one is something that I think in this example would speak to who it is we're trying to connect with. Now, I want to put together something that is a little bit better of this one up here, or maybe let's say this one is not quite on brand or exactly what we want, or let's say we don't want the emojis, or we don't really need any of that hashtag business for the specific post, depending on where you're putting it. So let's say this is good, but it's not exactly on brand. So we can come over here to rewrite this. We can shorten it or we can expand it. So if we come over here and say, give up the endless cycle of worrying and start pushing towards your objectives, value progress over flawlessness. And that's cool, but maybe not quite. So let's change the language style based on this. So we can come down here and see an array of people to pull from. Let's see, Anthony is motivational, casual, conversational. So let's click this and then hit this rewrite one more time and it'll change the voice style. It says, free yourself from the worries and start pursuing your ambitions. Incremental progress is better than striving for perfection. So saying the same thing, but essentially in a different style. Or break the habit of worrying and start working toward your goals. Don't let perfectionism stand in your way. And so you can look through the different options of what you like. Now, let's say this is good, but maybe it's a little too long. So let's go up here to our top one. Let's say we get rid of that emoji, and let's say we don't need the hashtags for this particular example. And let's say we need this even shorter. There's a couple ways that you can do this depending on how you need this refined. We could come up here and simply click on shorten. This will give us a very straightforward, like shift gears and move forward. Just a quick one-liner if you're looking for that punch, or we can take this over into Genie Chat, which is kind of our one-stop shop when it comes to anything that we need when it comes to working within ClarityScribe and literally anything that you might be working on. So I can add in and I can ask it to maybe make this more specific to our ideal target audience so that it's maybe a bit more emotional. And let's say some of the document voices just aren't vibing with what we need for our brand. So here's the prompt that I put in. I put into Genie Chat, take this caption and make it more emotional yet friendly to make someone feel empowered to take action, stop procrastinating, but keep it down to 120 characters. And then I put a colon there and pasted in what that specific information is. Once we get this load bar to complete, which is already done, then it will say break free from the overthinking loop, take action, make progress, let's conquer analysis paralysis. Boom. So we can even paste this in over here and use this of what we want for our infinite captions. And we can go all day working with this tool, making adjustments, and in no time flat, even if you have someone on your team or an assistant doing captions for your videos, know what that voice style and tone is, even picking from these options over here with something that aligns with either what the post is about or your brand voice style and tone, and kick out captions all day long. All right, so you have done the work building an incredible launch strategy. You've been writing emails and staying in communication with your audience, but what if your email open rates suck? You need irresistible email subject lines. And that's exactly what we're diving into in the next video, so check out the video on the screen so you can get started.